What is going on, everyone? I am the YuGiOh Scrub, but you all can call me Bailey, and I am happy today because my audio apparently has been pretty good. A lot of you, because I've been asking, I've been leaving comments saying that the audio sounds good. I'm not going to jinx it. I just want to say thank you for all the comments. If it ever changes, let me know. I will constantly be adjusting, trying to get better. Let me know if you want music. Let me know what decks you want me to play, because this was technically a suggestion from a viewer. They wanted to see Exodia in Edison or GOAT format. We're running it in GOAT. I don't think Exodia is that good. There is another build that I'm toying with, but it wasn't complete yet. I need to record something quick and easy today, so you can see this is as quick, mindless, and easy as I possibly can get. All I want today, the goal is one victory, not a match, but just one game victory using Heart of the Underdog Exodia. It is so simple. Heart of the Underdog, you put it on the field during the next turn, during your draw phase. If you draw a normal monster, you can reveal it, draw another card. If we have two of these on the field, then you draw two cards, and then reveal one of them if it's a normal monster, and you draw two more, and you repeat that until you get all of Exodia. Two of them on the field is basically like almost mathematically a victory. Technically, you can draw like from the effect like Feather of the Phoenix and Exodia's head, and that wouldn't be a game because you couldn't draw and activate the effect again. But as long as you're drawing just one normal monster, and the odds would say that you're probably going to keep drawing at least one normal monster every time, it's very low that you would draw both and have them be an effect and a spell. Feather of the Phoenix, we can't run Backup Soldier because if somehow the Exodia, the Forbidden One's head, gets Delinquent Duo'd, we need something to be able to get the head back to our hand, which is why we're running Feather of the Phoenix. I'm not going to bother talking about the deck. You guys can see it. Really, the only card that's notable at all and worth talking about, because some people might not know what it does, is Heart of the Underdog. I've explained it. Let's go ahead and join the GOAT format ladder and just try to get a win. Click this button for your viewing pleasure. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day, and if you're not, go and make it a fantastic day, and then come back and watch me suffer trying to play this terrible Exodia deck. We will pick scissors, hoping that we win, and we do. Good luck. Have fun. I felt like I went through that intro incredibly quickly. I'm talking very fast right now. I promise I'm not overly caffeinated, but let me get more caffeinated with the coffee. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we do draw one Heart of the Underdog, and we will summon Archfiend Soldier. So this isn't game. It technically could be if we were to get the rest of the Exodia pieces in one fell swoop. But odds would say that we're going to hit we have three spells left. And odds would say that we're going to hit one of those before we draw the rest of the three pieces. We do get 1,000 life points from the Upstart Goblin. Opponent opens with Pot of Greed, and there's Heavy Storm. Unfortunate. Why do you Heavy Storm a freaking Heart of the Underdog? That's just... why? Why would you do that to me? Please let me draw another one. And we draw Island Turtle. We'll go ahead and just attack. It's a spy. Okay, we'll take 100 life points of damage, and we will set Oppressed People, because we'll set a different one because we accidentally revealed the Oppressed People. So now he's thinking, well, what could it be? And I was trying to go to end. I went whoop, flip instead of end. All right, you guys ready for a little story time? Do you want story time? And he banishes a Light in the Dark after tributing the spy for BLS, and wow, okay. I mean, this is what happens. This deck isn't good. I'm just mad that he Heart of the Underdog, Heavy Storm to the Heart of the Underdog. We'll take 4,100 plus 16, putting us at 32. But I'm going to tell you all about my love-hate relationship with pooping. We'll just go and we lost that game. We'll go to the next one. I don't know about you guys, and like, trust me, it's not too gross, but I've had this thought for a long time. Nothing better in the world than the ghost poop, where you're pooping, you know, you wipe, and there's nothing there. You can usually tell when you're pooping, like, that's going to be a clean one, but you're not going to just get up out of nowhere. So you wipe, it's clean. You do the safety wipe, just to be sure. You never trust the first wipe. You wipe again, clean, awesome. You leave, you're good to go. The hate, that's the love. The hate side of this love-hate relationship is when you're pooping, you're wiping, you know, not every poop's gonna be that ghost poop, so you wipe, you wipe, to get cleaner and cleaner and cleaner and cleaner. An opening hand isn't very good. We'll set the oppressed people an end. It's getting cleaner, 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 and cleaner. And then, it's getting cleaner. Like, cool. You do the wipe. The whole thing's clean. You do the safety wipe, because you always do the safety wipe. You wipe that time, but it was just clean. It's going to be clean again. You've been cleaning yourself a little bit every single wipe. And then there's just a ton more. And you're like, where did this blank come from? I don't know why I said blank. I think I've sworn on this channel before, but in case a kid's watching, even though my analytics show that no one under the age of 18, literally 0%, watch this channel, which is fine. But yeah, that's why I feel like I'm be comfortable talking about my love-hate relationship with pooping, because there's no children watching this. But it's just so frustrating. How can it go from cleaner and cleaner and cleaner and cleaner, and suddenly, out of nowhere, nothing has changed, there's just more crap? I don't get it. I hate it. It's the bane of my existence. It irks me every day, and I will never get over it. We're just setting normal monsters. I'm not, do you guys want me to commentate this game? The game is just, okay, he pops it with a Night Assailant. Yeah, I can only say so much. I'm setting an Oppressed People and a Soul Tiger. They do nothing. Though I really do want to run the Huge Revolution is Over. That's such a cool deck. Not very good, but a very cool deck. I just want one game win. Please let it happen. Not 45 minutes into a video. Opponent has Graceful Charity. He's running Chaos Turbo. I just need some luck. Just one game where I draw 2 Heart of the Underdogs in my opening hand and my opponent doesn't open up with the Trinity plus Heavy Storm. And I know what's going to happen is I'm going to draw the 2 Heart of the Underdogs, and then my opponent's going to activate Delinquent Duo and hit 2 of my Exodia pieces. Because that is, of course, the universal law of irony. The funniest, worst thing that can happen to me is going to happen. My opponent activates Nobleman a Crossout on my face-down island turtle, not my turtle. This is like the turtle from Avatar The Last Airbender, the lion turtle, except it's an island turtle. But the lion turtle was an island. Actually, maybe I should have said spoiler warning, in case any of you haven't seen the, decade-and-a-half old show. What a fantastic show, though. Absolutely incredible. That show was amazing. Opponent is just setting a bunch. We draw Charcoal and Apache. We're going to let him have his board clogged. I mean, I suppose he can get a Jinzo, and Jinzo would be a good draw because it could start getting over stuff, but he can't summon any Chaos monsters right now. Thunder Dragons could also tribute. It's a Magician of Faith. What is he going to get? Probably Graceful Charity. Pot of Greed. Same difference. Graceful would have been better if he had gotten back that Sinister Serpent. But Pot of Greed draws him 2 cards. If you don't know what Pot of Greed does, that's what it does. Draws you 2 cards. I think Pot of Greed could come back in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It would be played... Would it even be played in every deck? Decks are just so powerful now that a spell that draws you 2 cards arguably isn't worth it. That's just insane. Some of you might be, who actually play Modern are probably screaming at me being like, of course it's worth it. Why would it never be worth it? But, I don't know. I just feel like it could get negated on turn 2, because that's how Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Goes. If it was Modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, every single one of these cards would just be negate an effect, negate a spell/trap, negate anything you want, negate a summon. I don't like Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It's really just memorizing combo lines that last 30 minutes just to put up a board that your opponent can't get through, and then sometimes they just have the out, where it's, some random freaking spell trap that's destroy all monsters on the side of the field. Alright, opponent activates Torrential Tribute. That's fine. I don't need a single one of these monsters. They were just acting as defense. That's a good question. Actually tell me, what do you guys think about Modern Yu-Gi-Oh? Obviously, I don't play it. You're kind of hearing my take on it. I wish they would do something... What is something similar? Basically, and it's going to sound silly because you guys know, freaking... Why did he... Can't you just let me try to win? He breakers my freaking Heart of the Underdog. Just why? You gotta go so try hard to beat a freaking normal monster deck. Alright, so we take 4,600. but like old school RuneScape. You guys know that I play it. You know, it's a great game. Do love it. All right, admit defeat. Hit him with the GGs. And join the next game, because we just got to keep going. But like, I wish they could just go back in YuGiOh, like old school RuneScape did, say, you know, we've realized that we have messed up. This game is not the same game that you all fell in love with as children. We are not fit. Like, the game's too complicated to attract new players, which is why my analytics are freaking 18-year-olds is like the lowest age, and it's a low percentage. Most of you are 20s and like mid-30s, somewhere in that age range, like me, where, you know, I'm 26 years old. I fell in love with these cards as a kid, and I never stopped playing. But I stopped playing the modern game because it sucks, and I'd rather spend my time in my channel playing freaking old GOAT format than playing the modern game and putting any time or effort into it. Alright, opening hand is a bunch of normal monsters. We'll set Clayman after we set the Oppressed People. Opponent opened up with a Mystic Tomato and a set back row. I like Mystic Tomato. I know it's like not a completely uncommon card. He's gonna kill himself by just running into our 2,000 defenders. He summons Sangan. We draw... Okay, there's one card we need. We draw Heart of the Underdog. Please, please, please don't have Breaker, slash Heavy Storm, slash MST, slash Regeki Break, Dust Tornado. Any card that can get rid of this. Alright, I'll take it. He pops my face down. The DD Trainer goes to grave. Zaborg... From Zaborg, Sangan's gonna search, I don't know, maybe Exiled Force. Searches you, Cyberstein. Okay, this could actually be not good. Declare, reveal. Okay, and now it's lagging. So we'll keep going. The only reason we have to do it this way is because Heart of the Underdog, like, I don't want to just mill the cards because I don't have to reveal a Feather or a Phoenix. It just stops when you want it to. It doesn't say excavate the card, and if it's a normal monster, add it to your hand and continue. It just keeps going. But of course, he's probably going to win here because he's going to summon the Cyberstein. We couldn't really have done anything. We could have put him at somewhat low life points, but it wouldn't matter. Cyberstein's just going to summon himself. Summon Master of Oz, maybe a Gatling Dragon. He tributes for a Mobius. I said it in my other video, just because I've been seeing more often, but like Mobius, although I really do think it's a underused and good card in Edison format, in GOAT format. I also think I should have discarded. We'll admit defeat because we can't win here. It's just been frustrating playing against it recently because I've been running a lot of decks that rely on very specific spells. My other video is Kaiser Coliseum. This video is Heart of the Underdog, which is fine. It's the nature of the deck I'm running. It's going to lose to a Mobius. But when I'm building a deck, this deck not really, because it's just a bunch of normal monsters, an Exodia head, and a Feather of a Phoenix, and 3 Heart of the Underdog. But my Kaiser Coliseum deck, I'm trying to think, like, I have Magic Jammers. I have certain things in there designed to stop the commonly run back row removal. The Kaiser Coliseum stops Breaker, but Mobius is just the card that you can't really do anything against. I suppose I could run Divine Wrath, but that defeats the purpose. I like the fact that the Forbidden One arms are next to each other. They're starting to build themselves. Opening hand is a bunch of normal monsters. Surprise, surprise. I apologize if this is not the most entertaining video for you all. I recognize that by the nature of what I'm playing. It's kinda not fun to watch. But hopefully, when I get hyped after finally summoning, well, winning via Exodia, not summoning Exodia, it'll all be worth it. But for now, we just have to wait and see. Opponent summons Shining Angel. We draw Skulldog Marin. We'll set the Marin. And we're just going to sit here and wait until we draw Heart of the Underdog, and then it's going to get MST'd. Alright, opponent banishes after taking 500. Which he does. We draw Clayman. We'll set Oppressed People, because he got rid of one Oppressed People, and I need the other one on the field so he knows how I'm feeling. Yep. He targets Swords of the Revealing Light. Well, not targets, but uses Swords, which flips all these face up. I'm not salty. It's just like immediately you activate Swords and you're like, flip them all up. It's like, yep, that's how it works. I get it. Alright, so he summons the Zaborg. We're drawing all of our 2,000 defenders, which is fine. It means he can really only attack with the Zaborg per turn. Zaborg's just popping all of these with attacks. The Swords of Revealing Light is at 2. It'll die at the end of the next turn. Alright, attacks the face down. We'll summon main phase 2 and nope. Swords. My bad. Kaiku is on field and gain 100. Yeah, so I can't attack because of Swords, but Swords does die at this turn, so. Just resetting the game state. Not that it really makes any difference at all. Gain 100 as if it'll matter. Alright. He attacks, I take 500. Main phase 2. We draw the head. We'll set Charcoal and Apache. I always say in Apache, it's in Pachi. I don't know why. Ever since I was a kid, I just read them as in Apache. It just, something in my mind puts a extra vowel there. Zaborg beats over the Charcoal Inpachi. I always liked the Inpachis. I thought they were cool that there was a bunch of different Inpachis. There's like Woodborg, Charcoal, and I think they have a story. He's trying to beat over 2 monsters for the price of 1 battle phase. Ha ha ha, silly him. Can I just draw Heart of the Underdog so then I can get it popped by an MST or Heavy Storm and then cry? Do you guys enjoy seeing me frustrated? I don't feel like I'm very frustrated. I just like want the games to end. Pettin the Dark Clown. Does it miss timing? So we can't banish it. We'll take 24 and 18. He sets a back row, draw Soul Tiger, and admit defeat. Alright, come on, load. GG's. I think he was going to type something there, but honestly, I apologize. If anyone who is a fan, if you run into me while I'm recording this and I quit, like, I'm just trying to get through. One, I don't actually have a lot of time. I'm trying to play something mindless, and it's going to feel like end up like I could have recorded something for real just because it's going to be a 40-minute video anyways. But this is just how I had to go about it. I let the dog out before recording, so hopefully she won't need to go out again for a few minutes. She's asleep on the chair behind me, looking as cute as ever. Initials. I don't know if he's like asking if my BB3 is for BB King. It is not, though that was a nickname in the past by my karate teacher. Nope, it's my initials, BB. My karate teacher used to call me BB King, and I quit karate because I wanted the purple belt, because purple is a cool color. And right when I was about to get the purple belt, they swapped to a new program, I guess you would call it. A different company, same thing, like another karate company bought them out, but now what was the purple belt became the gold belt. It was just a crappy mustard colored yellow. And I'm like, that's stupid. I wanted purple. Also, there was a time where to get the belt you had to do 1,000, I can't remember the word for it, but it was a sequence of movements. Opponent summons the Thunder Dragon, tributing over the sand game, but a sequence of movements that would end up, a routine. Long story short, just a routine. And I did the 1,000 in like 2 weeks, like very, very fast. And my sensei looked at me and was just like, you didn't do them. And he was like, quality over quantity. I'm like, I did them, quality and quantity. I wanted the next belt, so I did them. And I understand his thinking as I've gotten older. Like, I get it, a little kid just coming at you. But, like, also little kids do that. They get a goal in their minds, and they're like, I don't care how crazy it is, I'm going to do 1,000 of these sequences just back to back to back to back to back. And basically I did that. Like, if I wasn't at a friend's house or eating dinner at school, I was just, like, there doing my karate moves. Because I'm trained to kill with my karate moves. I did have swords. Those were cool. Okay, opponent summons Senju. Interesting little thing that we're seeing here. Getting relinquished. Really the only ritual in GOAT, I think, worth running. There's the Doriato, which is pretty fun to play as well. Just because it allows for the Furin Kazen. But yeah, that was my karate story. He runs into a third big beater. Doesn't take 5,000, unfortunately. Only takes 500. We do have 2 Archfiend soldiers, so we can summon one and attack over one of these monsters. We draw an Island Turtle. So we'll summon Archfiend soldier and just attack the Senju if he lets it go through. If he relinquished, he still can't get over the big beaters. Big defensive beaters, which is not beaters, but walls. What's your favorite 2,000 plus defense monster? Soul Tiger is pretty cool. I just love it. He's thinking really, really hard about this Archfiend soldier attack. He torrentials. Okay. So in main 1, and it doesn't really matter, let's go to end phase because we can't do anything else. I just want one Heart of the Underdog. Please, please, please. We get Breaker. We'll set Island Turtle and end. I will try to run he Regeki breaks. Honestly, I'm fine with that, because I'd rather him Regeki break an Island Turtle than my Heart of the Underdog. We draw Soul Tiger. We'll set the Soul Tiger and end. And just hope that he doesn't have a Regeki break. I just want to establish one defender, and then I can summon the Archfiend Soldier. Maybe I should try to just summon it right away, but then he'll summon another monster and I have an open board. There's a Regeki break. Still in standby, so we can add back that Sinister Serpent. He goes to battle, so little misplay by my opponent there. Not that it matters too much. We draw a Luster Dragon. We'll set DD Trainer. Does he have another Regeki break? Graceful Charity. I just want one game win, guys. Please, Lord, one game win. Just one match I need to open up with Heart of the Underdog times 2. Discards Relinquished and Sinister Serpent from the Graceful Charity. Does he Nobleman? Nope, he banishes for a Chaos Monster, probably BLS. Nope, it's Chaos Sork. We'll eat 19. And we'll quickly see what we draw. Watch it be the Heart of the Underdog. It's going to be Heart. Okay. We have 3 pieces, so the best we've gotten so far is 3 pieces of Exodia. You know what we need? We need Humanoid Slime and Prevent Rats in the deck. The Island Turtles haven't been doing us good. Clearly, this is the mistake that we've been making. And Giant Soldier of Stones, you know, we're side decking hard for this matchup, guys. Really have to make sure. What am I doing? I messed up. I should have put the Claymans in over Spirit of the Harps. I feel like the watch time on this video is going to be 1 minute. You're going to open it up, be like, nope, and turn it off. Okay, so let's set Prevent Rat. This is a pretty cool 2000 defense card. I don't know why. I think it's it's just stupid. It's just like a giant rat with a shield. I don't even know what it is. It's a Prevent Rat. The rare species, Prevent Rat, with a 3rd eye on his forehead. Why did we like this game? Tell me why, as children, we fell in love with this stupid card game. Why do I still love it to this day? Why is it so good yet so bad? Also, this is just me noticing now, I always thought Thunder Dragon had a little, like, beard thing coming out, and I'm just realizing now this is his wing behind him. To this day, like, when I'm not kidding at all, I thought this was a little weird beard spike. It's his wing. He just has a normal head. That makes me like him so much less. Never-ending amount of 2000 defenders. Keep running into them, please. In 7 turns, I can win. Please. Please, for the love of all that is good. We're past the point where the music is looped. This isn't good, guys. I just want to be done with this video. All I want. I don't think I'd actually take the win. I really want to win with Exodia, but please. Regeki break. The only thing that's actually making me somewhat... And I'm not really mad. It's just... whatever. But the only thing that's kind of frustrating is the fact that I am playing very clearly a terrible normal monster deck, and I can get my opponent needs to wait for a 2000 beater in order to do stuff. But just play fast. Opponent, Nobleman of Crossouts. Like, all I need to do is just to please play with some speed. Because, like, I'm sitting here waiting for him to, think about normal summoning. Okay, fair enough. He summons Thunder Dragon so we can get a search. And he's allowed to make plays. I can't fault my opponent for wanting to make plays. You know, he gets the Dark Engrave so we can special summon a Chaos Sorcerer. We get Luster Dragon. We'll attack. Alright, so hit him with the GGs. Alright. I don't know what he can tell me. Because I left. Is this going to be it, guys? Is this going to be the video? The match where I draw triple Heart of the Underdog and my opponent is playing a deck worse than mine. I drew one. I had the chance to get a second one with my draw for turn. The opponent activates Delinquent Duo. Please just don't hit the middle card. Of course. What did I say? This is why we're running Feather of the Phoenix, and we'll discard Archfiend Soldier. If we draw Heart of the Underdog, we can still win. We don't, but we draw Island Turtle. We'll set Oppressed People and activate Heart of the Underdog. And he has Regeki Break. Can my... Okay, thank God. He destroys the monster instead of the back row. It's because he has MST right now. Oh no, he has Graceful Charity so he can draw the MST. Silly me. How could I be so foolish? Opponent draws 3 as slowly as he possibly can. Maybe he's playing on mobile. And I apologize if any of you are fans. Again, and I'm seeming somewhat salty right now. I just want to play fast. My deck is so brainless that it is hard for me to have a ton of fun simply sitting here and just waiting. $300. I also have run out of things to say, so now I'm just rambling. Half my speech is just apologizing. But now we will refuel our hand with Heart of the Underdog. We're going to draw Feather of the Phoenix. Reveal. Draw. There's the Feather of the Phoenix. Standby main. We'll set. So we only get one drop, but we need a Feather of the Phoenix. This is probably the closest we've actually come to maybe winning, as sad as that is. I just need a few turns. A few turns without a breaker or a Regeki break. Summons Tribe Infecting Virus, that's fine. Creature swap. Summons Ryukoki. And I have to admit defeat because he hits the Feather of the Phoenix. What are the odds that he hits Exodia the Forbidden One and the Feather of the Phoenix when I only drew a few cards? If I had drawn like 4 or 5, then he probably wouldn't have hit it. Just lovely. Absolutely lovely. I'm a little salty about that one. Not that my opponent did anything wrong, just like that's as unlucky as I can possibly get when I was actually somewhat close. And now my opponent's genuinely thinking for 15 minutes, not really, but he's going to be like, what should I bring in? Bring in your back row hate. That's all. My deck is normal monsters and Heart of the Underdog. All you need is Dust Tornadoes. You don't need to think that hard, but he's still going to side deck incredibly hard, and I'm going to lose. There's Heart of the Underdog. Please, please, please. Let us draw a second Heart of the Underdog, and my opponent doesn't have everything he needs to stop me. I just want to win one game, guys. Opponent opens up with Thunder Dragon so we can thin his deck, so then he can Graceful Charity and, more likely see the back row hate that he sided in. You guys are so lucky that I don't care about my rating. It's the last thing I care about, honestly. Alright, run into my Battle Footballer. This is by no means, not even close to the coolest 2000 defense card. I do love football, but he just looks so dumb. We will reveal Luster Dragon. We're admitting defeat. GG's. I don't even care if there's a chance I won that. I also think that I don't draw because I'm not sure how that works. It declares and I reveal. I'm not exactly sure. Please, 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 just let me draw 2 Heart of the Underdogs and win. I will immediately just scoop the final games. I just want to win one game. Opponent picks paper. He's going to go paper again. All right. Please. That isn't Heart of the Underdogs. Maybe we draw. I'm genuinely starting to just say, you know what, we'll do it in solo mode. And just keep clicking reset hand until we see how long it takes. But no, that's cheating. Opponent gets Tomb Table of Contents. Is he running the last turn deck? I don't know, but I'm gonna... If I can win via battle damage, that'd be pretty cool. But Tomb Table of Contents. He Snatch Steals. Monster Gate. This is an idea that I had of Monster Gate Last Will. Fusilier. Alright, interesting. The Tomb Tables tell me that it probably is a Last Will deck. The Fusilier is a little interesting, though, because it isn't the Last Will target. Maybe Last Will's for the Cyberstein? Draw DD Trainer, little set, and just end me. Just end me fast. Just please. I had 1 in 10 chance. Just over. Or under a 1 in 10 chance. Now it's actually a 1 in 10 chance I draw Heart of the Underdog. We'll call 8. Hopefully hits the D-Mock. It's a Sacred Crane, that's fine. I mean, not really, because now he can put me on a clock, assuming he attacks the Fusilier Dragon. He does. We'll take 1600. We draw Island Turtle. We'll set the Island Turtle. He discards Crane for hand size. last end phase, but doesn't matter. I'm glad he's playing fast. This is my favorite opponent so far. We draw Feather of the Phoenix. Not the spell trap that we need, but a spell trap nonetheless. Premature Burial gets himself Sacred Crane, which will draw him a card, also put us on a faster clock. Summons Tomb Cannon Soldier. We'll take 500, 1,000. So he's running the D-Fusion Turbo with spell economics. Summons Chaos Sorcerer and BLS. Okay, yeah, that's game. Bring in Prevent Rats. Heart of the Underdog. There's one. Okay, we got one. And we have 2 Exodia pieces. So maybe, just maybe. And it looks like he has the Tomb Cannon Soldier in hand since he added the Tomb Table of Contents. But he does have Graceful Charity and Pot of Greed, so he's probably going to draw one of his MSTs or Heavy Storms. Discarding the Tomb Table and Sacred Crane. Setting a back row, multiple back row. We'll reveal Island Turtle. Okay, so for the first time, we're kind of getting somewhere with all these Heart of the Underdogs. All we need now is it to not lag. Please, please, please. There we go. So we have 1, 2, 3 pieces. So we win next turn if he just doesn't have a Heavy Storm. Call, get Sacred Crane. Monster Gate tributes the Sacred Crane. Just like Jinzo. Demok doesn't have, I mean, he has Pot of Greed and Graceful he could search, but no Heavy Storm to just immediately add back. So, I mean, Heavy Storm's 22 cards. Giant True Nade would also suck. It would basically be the same thing. At least it wouldn't end the game. Discarding a Scapegoat and Snatch. Reasoning. We'll call 4. Fusilier, I'll take it. We just called 4 because we didn't want him to get an extra draw. And I suppose all we actually need is we cannot draw the third Heart of the Underdog or Feather of the Phoenix. If we draw a normal monster, we win like very, very high percentage of the time. He metamorphosizes, making the Gatling. He only has a light engrave, no dark. Tails. 3 tailses? Heads. Alright, he pops one of our monsters. He has no dark, so he can't special summon a chaos monster. Now he could. Please, I swear, he... Also, we should have discarded an end phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Never discarded for end. Alright, opponent banishes. He's viewing as banished. Please, please, please. He's gonna have... I know he has a Dimension Fusion. He tributes. I've gotten the same spam caller 3 times today. I do... This is interesting tech with the Tomb Cannon Soldier. Draw. Takes back Graceful Charity. Graceful. Discarding Jinzo and Scapegoat. Tributes Fusilier. Tributes Demok, which gets banished. Banishes Sacred Crane. Another Dimension Fusion. Getting back Graceful Charity. We're gonna lose. I can't quit because this is the closest we've gotten. We're at 6,000. Like, there's a small chance that somehow he can't just end us. I'll take 500. Take another 500. Summons BLS. Banishing Sacred Crane and Blowback Dragon. Dimension Fusion. I'm so sad. Please let me win. I've been trying so hard to get a single win with this god-awful deck. And we would have won. I'm not even gonna say GG's to that guy. I'm not gonna, win the next match. I'm not trying to win both matches. I just want one single game win. In the time I finally have it, my opponent's playing a pretty cool deck, 'cause I like the way that facilitates the Dimension Fusions, because sometimes that is the problem, is you have cards on the field, but you can't get them into the graveyard because you just don't have a way to in that tuned cannon soldier allows to fuel your graveyard from the field. Like, that's really cool, but we have to run into the Reasoning Gate OTK deck when we're running this deck. 50 minutes in, guys, and I still haven't won a single win. Maybe we drew a Heart of the Underdog this turn, but we're going second, so my opponent's now gonna rip it out of my hand with a Delinquent Duo. Nope, they just set a monster in 1-2 back row and chain energy. Fine by me. Alright, you're gonna end your turn though? Come on. What are you waiting for? Come on. Just, there you go. We draw Oppressed People. And we end our turn. Opponent sets a back row. Flips Guakegiri Panda. And eats 800 damage because of the Soul Tiger. And we will start drawing a bunch of cards with Heart of the Underdog. Okay, so unfortunately, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. End phase. We'll send a bunch of cards to the graveyard. 1, 2, 3. And just hope that my opponent can't get rid of Heart of the Underdog. Luckily, they're probably not running Heavy Storm. We'll eat 1,600. And start drawing a bunch more cards. We're at 26, so hopefully not another secret barrel. We're at 3 Exodia pieces. This is the first time we actually have a shot. If we draw the 4th or 5th Exodia piece, if we draw the head, we win. Come on. Come on. Head, head, head. Give me the head. We draw Heart of the Underdog. We'll gain 1,000. We'll set and activate, taking 1,000 more. And in end phase, we will discard a bunch of cards. There's 6. All right. We win. Next turn. Why does this always happen to me? All right, we lose. Game 1. Couldn't have drawn the head. I should have drawn to see where the head was. Couldn't have drawn the head. I swear if it was the card right after that other Heart of the Underdog. Give me 2 Heart of the Underdogs in my opening hand. 2 Heart of the Underdogs in my opening hand. Why are you siding so hard? This deck isn't good. Please, 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 please. This video is almost an hour long of me sitting here rambling, just talking, hoping that I draw 2 Heart of the Underdogs in my opening turn. All I want. They're bringing in their entire, like, they're probably running freaking Twister. They're running evenly matched. They're running cards that aren't legal in GOAT format that just screw me over even more. They're putting in confiscations. What is it? DD, Designator, the one that rips a card out of your hand and banishes it, if you call it right. Trap Dust Shoots. They're just running everything they possibly can that says you don't get to win the game. Dude, please don't side so hard. It's fine, I get it, but like, you know, he's just trying to win. We're all trying to win. 46 cards, I didn't even realize that. And of course we now don't see what we need. We don't get the Heart of the Underdog, and we're not going to. It's going to be 12 more turns of me just drawing normal monsters. And I would love to run a Pot of Greed, but I wish it was like Tethys. Wave Motion Cannon, fine. This is by far the best chance I have at winning. Tethys, though, can activate whenever you draw a card. If you draw fair, you get to draw a second card. He activates Chain Energy, flips Koala. We will take... that's why, yeah, 400, yep. My mistake. Meant to put it in there, I always do that. I wasn't asking, but I can do the math. Heart of the Underdog, I'll take 500. And just end in hope that we can get a win. Magician of Faith. Getting Graceful Charity to hand. That takes 500 to activate Graceful Charity. Puts a second counter on the Wave Motion Cannon. Discarding Area B. And Snatch Steal. Setting a monster. In the back row. take 1,000 from running into the battle footballer. Okay, here goes the heart of the underdog chain. That's 2 Exodia pieces. And heart of the underdog will take 500 more damage. And end phase will discard a bunch of cards. That's 6. So we can win. Nope, we can't win. Because my opponent... Guys, do you see what this is doing to me? I'm slowly losing my mind trying to get a single game win with this deck. That was so close to our best chance. We had 3 games in a row. Absolutely 3 games that were like, 2 Heart of the Underdogs on field. All we need, please. Alright, we get the win with scissors. That's the most important part of the entire match, is just winning rock, paper, scissors. Heart of the underdog. Nope. And of course, my opponent Noble wins. That's fine, not that it really matters. But he's running Chaos Turbo. He's just gonna... Never mind. Alright. I can get behind this. Malice All Demise. I think, what is the continuous spell? It's not Jam Breeding Machine. I'm spacing out on what the continuous spell is, that you tribute a monster, or there's something that is a combo with the Malice All Demise. That's pretty sick. Gotta like seeing Malice. I went from being miserable to happy because we saw Malice All Demise. Maybe I'll get inspiration for a deck. That's the best part of this video, really, is that you guys get to watch me maybe find other decks to play. So far, maybe that Reasoning Gate one, that's the card, Ectoplasm. Alright, so end phase, I take 800. We draw Charcoal and Pachi. Little normal summon. We'll take 1900. And end phase to grave. So, Ectoplasmer, not a good card, but it's interesting with the Malice All Demise. That's the only combo. You just get to have a little beater that also does 800 and comes back. And Ectoplasmer kind of is a weird way of removal. If it stays on the field, kind of does something. We'll take 800, draw DD Trainer. Summon Clayman. Try to attack with Clayman. He summons Scapegoats. And we'll just end phase, hit him for 400 from the Clayman. He gets Malice All Demise in defense. I suppose it doesn't really matter. He sets a monster. We'll take 800 more. Spirit of the Heart. Summon DD Trainer. The good news about this deck is we will never run out of monsters to tribute for Ectoplasmer. Alright, we could do it. $1,350. What's that? $675. So we should gain 100. Yep. Alright. All is well. And opponent has breaker. Okay. Come on, just be done siding, please. Please be done siding so I can be done with this deck. I thought this was going to be a maybe 40-minute video. I thought by this point I'd have at least one game where I got a win. We are now 1 hour and 6 minutes into this video, and my mind is gone. I have to check my phone. I do have a voicemail now. There's a guy, so I keep getting a spam call 3 times today. I don't know the number. We've talked to people, don't know the number. I might end up, I'll listen to the voicemail and call him back if it is something important. But it's coming up as suspected spam, which is why I'm not answering. But normally spam callers don't call you 3 times in the same day. And why is it, this is honestly the hardest part. My opponent's playing slow and then actually sideboarding against this as if it's a serious threat to them. Alright, we draw Heart of the Underdog and we'll set Soul Tiger and we'll end our turn. This is the best opening we've had in a while, and he's gonna activate Heavy Storm. Nope, he activates Pot of Greed so we can draw the Heavy Storm. Activates Nobleman. A-okay. Summons Giant Orc. He's gonna have Deck Devastation Virus. We draw the second Heart of the Underdog. We'll summon Oppressed People and try to attack. So we win. If we survive this next turn, we win. Opponent sets a monster. All right. We have 2 pieces. The only thing in this deck is my hand gets so full that it's hard to keep track of the pieces. We still have 2. There's 3. There's 4. And we win. I'm not even that hype. I had to find them. I didn't even get to summon Exodia. Maybe I should just do that. Get my hand incredibly big and be like, I'm at 3 pieces, but just start summoning them really slowly because I can't find them. And my opponent goes, he must have them. Maybe that's all win. Oh my god, guys. I can end the video after this quick match. I'm done. It only took an hour and 10 minutes. I'm done. We won with Exodia. I didn't get to put him on the field and go, Exodia, obliterate! But I won. I obliterated my opponent. It only took my sanity. Oh, guys. Guys, we did it. We did it. We won with Exodia in a Heart of the Underdog deck. What? The only thing that would have made this more hype is just drawing all 5 pieces of Exodia. That's got to be more rare than a Royal Flush. Actually, I don't know. Royal Flush, there's more cards in the deck, so drawing a straight Royal Flush is probably a lower percentage, but still. Oh my god, we did it. And I thought we were going to get deck dev'd and lose the Forbidden One. I thought we didn't have it. No one believed in me. I hope you guys lasted this long. A Feather of a Phoenix. I don't even care. You know what? I'm going to start ending my life faster. I don't even care. I want to lose. I want to lose as quick as I possibly can so I can feel like I've won in my heart. Please, end me faster. What's taking so long? Summon more giant orcs. We draw Heart of the Underdog. You know what? I don't even care. We'll put him in the grave. I don't need the legs. I don't need the Exodia pieces. I swear, next turn, if Heart of the Underdog draws me... Okay, he has MST. I'm fine with that. I was gonna say, if Heart of the Underdog ends up drawing me 4 pieces without hitting another spell, I would have exploded. Because I could have had the win, so we'll eat 1,300. But that's not how it goes. Guys, I can't even. Okay, don't worry, I still can. I was gonna say, I can't even summon and ram into the Sangan. We are too many. These cards are too powerful. They're so strong, they can't get beaten over by the Sangan. Why is he taking forever to beat me? I need to lose faster, please. There we go, Charcoal and Pachi. Oh, and we can lose. We can lose in peace. Guys, I'm going to heaven. Oh. GG's. I can rest easy. I've been recording, trying to win with Exodia for over an hour. I just wanted one game win. And I finally did it. Now I can. Thank you. Oh my god, guys. We did it. We did it. It took an hour and 10 minutes, but we did it. We got the game win. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go and rest. I am done. Thank you and goodbye.